Hello, thanks for listening to the video. Before we get into it, I'm going to have to apologize for some of the sound quality. I recorded this while on my daily walk and didn't realize how bad the wind was. When I got back, I tried to edit it down and I thought I got it to a good enough level to share. I thought maybe I should record a brand new video, but I'd like to get those ideas in that way out to you, and then I'll go back through and pull out some of the key points I was making in there and focus on those on a more clearer sense. So for now, into the video. Hello, this is Silas Duranticon. This is May 24th. I'm just out here in the East River. You can see I'm by the UN building. I just took a walk today. I was going to go to this event that I'm actually going to go to tomorrow. This kind of protest against Community University of New York, I think that's the name of it, having Linda Sarsour up there. And Linda Sarsour is going to be a commencement speaker. She's an activist. I think she speaks about Islam and feminism and Black Lives Matter and just general social justice warrior alphabet of issues. And she's somewhat of a distasteful character in that she has expressed support for Sharia law and wears a hijab. And okay, the hijab itself isn't the distasteful part, but the person in the hijab, I would say, would be the distasteful part, or the part that I have objections with. So this is, of course, 2 days after the attack that occurred in Manchester. That was at the Ariana Grande concert. And I tried recording a video to kind of express my thoughts on that. And I was just really frustrated by it. And I was recalling a few things that I had heard and listened to before. And one in particular was this thing that I think Stefan Molyneux said, or somebody pointed out, that most of the European world leaders right now don't have kids. And I was thinking personally, how would it be for me if I had a kid that was at this concert? You know, I mean, I was thinking, I saw somebody that said this really distasteful comment and was like, oh, one good thing about this is low IQ people died about this concert. And I thought that was disgusting. Like, why would you even say that? But then I personally was there thinking, like, would I have had people at this concert? Would I have known people at this concert? The kind of entertainment that I partake in, or that I imagine, let's say I had kids, would I have taken them to this concert? But you never know. And that's a big aspect of it, that would I be there aspect. I think that's something that changes how people think about these things. And hopefully this can actually wake people up in a different way, that this is an event, it's not a low IQ thing, it's not, I know it's a base pleasure thing, it's music, but I listen to music. I might not go to concerts, I listen to music though. I play video games, I do these things. And we have the expectation and the right to be able to partake in some of these things. This is why it's not why we live, but it's part of how we live. It shouldn't be a situation where you go and just enjoying yourself and you find yourself in such a terrible situation, such a horrific situation. And that's part of the point. That's why they target events like this. The fact that you have a culture that can enjoy something like this, and you can have your issues. I have my issues with someone like Ariana Grande and some of the things she said in the past, or just the general pop culture of, somebody could say it's a debasement of culture, but to me I think it's a part of it. It's a part of the way the world goes. It's not necessarily as harmful, it's definitely not as harmful as blowing people up. So it might get something to mentally, socially, to think like, okay, maybe I'm putting too much importance into this girl in her younger 20s because she's beautiful, because she can sing well, because she dances, because I like the beats. But is that worth meeting an end in this kind of way? And I think most definitely not. Now, I might post that video, but I don't know. It just jumbled up, and I couldn't really get my thoughts straight on it. It was still very frustrating. And I'll part of why I want to go to this event tomorrow is to see if anything's mentioned in this. There's going to be a couple of speakers there, Pamela Geller, Malo Yiannopoulos, a few other people who are kind of pushing back against this, some of the policies that I think are increasing the attacks like you saw here in Manchester. Another place that I think might be doing that is right here, the United Nations. I wonder, I used to say the United Nations had no ability to actually exist before because we didn't have modern technology and communication and travel. But now, I look at now that we do have modern technology, communication and travel, do we need the United Nations as much anymore? Is it actually an impediment to being united, to getting actually united? You know, and with these big global organizations, I think it was the World Health Organization, I just saw a report that it said it spent more money on travel than it did fighting AIDS. Now, I don't know how big of an issue AIDS still is. I mean, I know it's still massive in some places like South Africa and other places in Africa, but I think it's kind of been managed, not managed, at least it's been identified. There's not going to be new areas it's outbreaking. They've identified where the hotspots are. So there may be a cool down, but at the same point, more on travel than it is on that. I know if that was in another kind of organization, let's say a private company, looking at those figures, that would cause public outcry. And with some of these organizations and governments, I also wonder, is it more like a river? You know, they say that these organizations do a lot, but I think civilization, humanity in general, is like a river, like this river right here. So it's moving in one direction. It's moving towards that way. So let's say humanity is coming from the past that way and going to the future that way. I think this is what happens. It's like a river going on, and then you have these large organizations like governments come in or other people, and they're like a boat. There might be a different luxury boat, there might be different kind of boats, but they jump in there. We have the ability of entering this river either by ourselves or we can just float down like the Detritus we see here and just go slowly with the river. We can try swimming up against the current. We can try going to the shore and stopping off in different places and kind of avoiding the movement of it and saying, okay, I like it here, I'm going to build my little hut here and stay here. But the river is going to keep moving. It's going to keep moving from one direction to the other. And I wonder sometimes, are organizations like the UN, is it like a dam? Is it like something that dams up the river, holds up the advancement, lets out a little out, and then calls credit for all of it? Is it like a big luxury boat where the people are just in this boat experiencing their comfortable ride down this river without much of feeling the waves, without being taken side to side like you would be in a canoe or if you were floating in there by yourself, which I think I would liken to just the regular everyday people. Like you can see that little can there, I don't know if you can see that. But I wonder sometimes, what's the actual effect of these organizations? Is there enough talk to see if these things actually do work in the way they're supposed to work? And that's the thing. Do we even know the way they're supposed to work? Are they doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing, just enriching a few people and having them enjoy it? Because like a cruise ship, we don't look at a cruise ship and say, oh, this cruise ship is supposed to be ferrying oil across the ocean. We know that the cruise ship is there to just make life comfortable for the people who are on there, have an enjoyable time. And is this necessarily a negative thing? No. But if the cruise ship is claiming to be a tugboat, yeah, which goes and helps other boats that are stuck or pulls people along or is an icebreaker or something like this, if it claims to be something else, then I think it's time to check and say, no, you're a cruise ship. We need a tugboat, so we need to actually build tugboats, or we need to actually get ourselves into our canoes and into our boats, or get into the river, swim ourselves, and kind of see what we can do. Okay, so that was it for now. It's a bit rambling. I'm probably gonna develop this idea before more, but it's just wanted to kind of make a video and just discuss some of the issues with just my frustrations with the way the world is going. Not the world. I mean, I'm saying the world like I know about the whole world. The way my reality tunnel is going. I'm really frustrated with it at the moment, and I do understand that somewhat lucky and blessed. I want to say privileged to be able to just be out here and record this video and have this time and share this with you. And I encourage more of you. I encourage more of you to take some time, if you can. Like I'm just recording this on my phone. I've got I just do this daily walk. I try to get a daily walk out. So just you never know. I mean, just get your ideas out there. I think it's time to get in the river. Time's gonna go. I think a lot of us have been sitting on the side or just watching other people in the river. I think it's time to get into the river of progress, actual progress. Get in the river of humanity and life, and just see where you can go. Make your mark. Guide people. Talk to people. Tell people about what the water is like. You know, and I think if organizations like the UN were less like a ship and were actually more down on the ground in the water, they might be able to actually do things like this. But maybe by the nature of what they are, they can't. By the nature of the way governments are structured right now, they just can't. They're I don't want to say in a protected class, but they're in a special class that's by definition outside of what what most of the people are in. Okay, that was it. Again, apologies for the sound quality, and shall improve on that. Shall get better at this, use better tools, be more considerate about where I'm recording, how I'm recording. But I encourage as many of you out there that can, that have ideas, to get out there, start making content, videos, audio, pictures, share your information, share your content, share your ideas. We have the time, we have the technology, and we have so much to gain from it. Don't just get stuck thinking that, oh, this is something that I heard from somebody else might say this better, or nobody really wants to hear this from me. No, share it. There may be things that people see, hear, and know about, but they don't know a certain aspect of it. For example, this helicopter taking off. I started taking these daily walks to the coasts of Manhattan, either to the East River or the Hudson, and there are certain locations where helicopters take off and land. Now, a helicopter is something that most people who have lived in cities or just most people in the developed world know of. They know these things fly in the air, but how often do you actually see one taking off and landing? I happen to just start taking these walks out there, and you get out there, and these things take off and land multiple times in a matter of minutes. I mean, a matter of like 30 minutes or so, you'll see about 3 or 4 take off. Now, if you're the helicopter pilot, that's a regular occurrence to you. If you could be someone just living in Manhattan, a few blocks away, but for some reason you never actually go to the coast, and you never see a helicopter taking off your whole life. So that's how it is with, I think, things like the UN or any other personal issues you may have, or some problems you may have seen, or just sharing a good aspect, a good day that you had. Get out there and share that material. By you giving this different point of view, showing somebody a different angle on something that they may take for granted, that you may take for granted, you don't know how much you could open up someone's mind to something. And that's it for now. So thanks. Please like, share, and subscribe. Possible links in the low bar. Thanks a lot. Bye.